All right, so I have this question here from Yinka. And Yinka is saying, I listened to the content you made on the key to success in any career, and it really helped put things in perspective for me. I have a question, sir. Does the commitment to one job also work for someone trying to combine different areas of design? For example, someone practicing graphic design and also web design and doing product design, etc. Do you advise sticking to one area of design? That's a good question, Yinka. Yinka is asking a question based on a question answered earlier, where someone was asking about what he said. He had done some photography and done some graphic design, and then he was doing some UX design, and asking me which one he should commit to in the new year. And I kind of went into answering the question saying, your career is like a marriage, and you commit to one thing if you want to be successful. The most successful people commit to one thing. You understand? They don't dilly-dally between things. And this is what Yinka is saying. Said, does this apply to somebody who is in design but now wants to explore various aspects of design? That is graphic design, web design, UX design, product design, and stuff like that. Yes and no. And I'll tell you what I mean by yes and no. Now, and the thing is, you can start, when you start out as a designer, like I use my story. When I started out as a designer, I started out as a graphic designer, doing everything. I did web, I did logo, I did animation, I did every single thing. I did layout. And after a while, my affinity for logo design started getting stronger, and I started to commit more to logo design. And I committed to the point where that was pretty much all I was doing at that point in time. I stopped taking web jobs. I stopped taking animation jobs. I just committed to this logo design. And to be honest, this is my personal experience. And I know there are people out there that might have different personal experiences. But I made more money and had stronger impact and built a better, stronger personal brand when I niched down than when I was offering every single thing and just dabbling into every single thing out of excitement. Because I remember learning animation, and that was just by just wanting to know how characters were made and stuff like that, and learning web because that was the cool thing then. You understand? Just using Dreamweaver and just creating buttons and creating flash banners and stuff like that. You see, it was very exciting, but it wasn't very lucrative in terms of finances. As a matter of fact, when I talked to people and I told them, I do this, people never called me. And I was always telling people, if you have any design job, any design job whatsoever, I'm the man, who just call me. And nobody called. As a matter of fact, when I met people afterwards, and I was like, how far now? I saw that you just started this thing and you did this design for your company. Why didn't you call me now? A lot of them honestly used to tell me they forgot I did those things. They used to tell me I just didn't remember, until I started doing logo design and I committed to it. And I realized that my phone just used to ring off the hook. Right now, I don't do logo design anymore. You understand? I don't do it anymore. But then my phone still rings. Today, someone still called me, wanting to do a logo. I refer other designers that do it, but that's how strong my personal brand was, that even after I stopped for a year, people are still calling because I kind of committed myself to that aspect of design. So yes, it's important, you understand, that you are able to commit to one. I say yes and no because a lot of times before you commit to one, you try out a lot. You understand? So the most important thing, so the yes and no answer is, first of all, you commit to an industry, and then you commit to a niche in the industry. So what I'm saying is, somebody who commits to design and does graphic design, web design, logo design, product design, is better than someone who commits to two industries. He's doing real estate and graphic design. Do you understand? He's doing real estate, graphic design, and music. So, he's a recording artist, he's a real estate agent, and he's a graphic designer. That's 3 different industries. You understand? I would advise that you commit to an industry first. So your early days, you commit to an industry, design. And then you learn about the design industry. So you learn about graphic design and stuff. You're like a kid in a candy store. You're excited about everything. You want to learn everything, but you don't stay there. So after committing to an industry, you commit to a niche within that industry. And you see, so I'll put it this way. You start out committing to design. You do graphic design, web design, layout design, logo design. Because they're all graphic design anyway. Product design and stuff like that. And then you commit to logo design. Now, even within that logo design, you can even commit further to say, I would only work with food brands. Do you understand? So you've committed within the niche within the industry. You've committed even further to an expression within that niche. And then you can even commit even further to even saying that within that niche, I will commit to doing only wordmark logos for food brands. And people think that it will affect your it's going to affect your bottom line. That is how much you make. You'll be surprised that you'll make more money the more you commit and you narrow down, because then it's easier to remember you, and then you can build expertise faster and deeper. And in the end, what the clients want is expertise. You understand? So that's the yes and no answer. We all start out committing to an industry, but within that industry, we begin to niche down and niche down and niche down and niche down, so you can really, really own just some part of that real estate or that industry. And the real estate doesn't have to be much. You understand? Just 1% of it is okay for you to just say, when people think that 1%, they think of you. And you'll be surprised how much revenue that 1% can bring in, as opposed to just doing everything.